You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's being called by New Delhi a premeditated murder of an Indian civilian. That's what the Ministry of External Affairs has called the death sentence that has been handed out to Kulbhushan Jadhav. And the reason I'm saying this is because 13 times the Indian government has requested Pakistan for consular access that has been denied to Kulbhushan Jadhav. Second, the Indian High Commission was not even informed that there would be a trial, and that too in a Pakistan army court against Kulbhushan Jadhav. No information to the Indian High Commission in Pakistan. That's why we're calling it a premeditated murder. And of course, the reason we are calling it a premeditated murder is because it's being depended upon a confession by Kulbhushan Jadhav, a confession that's laughable, the video for which has been sliced, diced and superimposed with words which are being attributed to Kulbhushan Jadhav. Is this not going to be treated as premeditated murder? That's the question we'll ask tonight, and we'll also ask the question in a country where Hafiz Saeed, Zakiur Rahman Lakhvi and Dawood Ibrahim are roaming around free despite truckloads of evidence against them. Why is an innocent civilian being tried in a Pakistan army court? Joining me this evening, Dalbir Kaur, sister of Sarabjit. Joining me from Jalandhar, Major General G.D. Bakshi, defense analyst, R.S.N. Singh, defense analyst, Maruf Raza, consulting editor of Times Now, Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed, joining us from Islamabad, Air Marshal Abid Rao with us from Pakistan in Karachi, and Jan Achaksai, leader of the PMLN from Islamabad as well. But first, let me go across to Dalbir Kaur, sister of Sarabjit Singh. दलबीर कौर जी, मेरा आपसे सवाल सीधा ये है, आपको क्या लगता है कुलभूषण जाधव के साथ जो हो रहा है, ये कुछ साल पहले सरबजीत के साथ हुआ था? 1990 में उन्हें टेररिस्ट करार दिया गया, उन्हें भी कोई प्रॉपर ट्रायल नहीं मिली, आप भी गई थी वहां पाकिस्तान, और आज वही हो रहा है कुलभूषण जाधव के साथ।
बिल्कुल, जाधव और सरबजीत के केस में सभी बातें जो है वे समानता है। जैसा कि कोई ट्रायल नहीं हुआ था, किसी ने पहचाना नहीं, कोई सबूत नहीं मिला, हमारी सरकार को नहीं बताया गया, और कि जो भी कुछ आज जाधव के साथ है वही सरबजीत के साथ हुआ था। जैसा ये बोल रहे हैं कि उसे अपील करने का मौका दिया जाएगा, सरबजीत को भी मौका मिला था, हम लोअर कोर्ट से लेकर राष्ट्रपति तक पहुंचे थे, लेकिन अंजाम हम सब ने देखा। पाकिस्तान से उम्मीद भी यही कर सकते थे, कोई ये हैरानी वाली बात नहीं है, इनसे हम इंसाफ की उम्मीद बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकते। अभी मैं सुन रही थी, एक इनके कोई बोल रहे थे कि हमारी सरजमीन पर आकर अगर कोई ऐसा करता और अगर हम उनको पकड़ते हैं तो हमसे उम्मीद मत कीजिए कि हम उनके साथ इंसाफ होगा या वो रिहा हो जाएगा। अरे हमारे यहाँ आकर जो लोग, आपके लोग हमारे यहाँ आकर इतने अत्याचार करते हैं, इतने लोगों को मारते हैं, आप इतने इंसाफ पसंद और ईमानदार इंसान हो, आपके अंदर इतनी इंसानियत है, तो उन लोगों को क्यों वहाँ पर सरेआम वो आपके घूम रहे हैं? उनको आज़ादी दी हुई है, हमारे लिए वो इतना कूड़ प्रचार करते हैं, इतना जहर घोलते हैं, वो लोग आपके यहाँ पर मौजूद है। आप बोलते हो कि हमारी सरजमीन पर अगर कोई आया, हमें वो सबूत दो ना कि वो कितना जघन्य अपराध था जो जाधव ने किया, हमें सबूत दो सरबजीत ने क्या वहां पर जघन्य अपराध किया था। आपने जो चशमदीद फर्जी गवाह वहां पर तैयार किया था, उसने आपकी पोल खोली थी कि सरबजीत के लिए मुझे जबरदस्ती दबाव डाला गया था, सरकारी वकील ने बोला, वहां की पुलिस फोर्स ने बोला, वहां की आर्मी को अधिकार किसने दिया? वहां की आर्मी ही क्यों वहां पर जाकर लोगों को पकड़ती है, फिर उन पर केस चलाती है, झूठे आरोप लगाती है, फिर उनको सजा भी सुना देती है? आर्मी, हमारे यहाँ भी कभी किसी आर्मी वाले ने ऐसा किया? आपके यहाँ पर सैकड़ों लोग हमारे यहाँ पर शायद पकड़े होंगे, कभी एक को भी बताइए कि हमारा आर्मी वाला जेल में जाता, उसको जाकर जातना ही देता?
Air Marshal Abid Rao, respond to Dalbir Kaur. She's petitioning you. She's saying you did this earlier. You did it with Sarabjit. Don't do it one more time with Kulbhushan Jadhav. The entire world is watching you. When we caught Kasab, we gave him a fair trial. What have you given Kulbhushan Jadhav? Just
बलबीर कौर जी से बहुत हमदर्दी है, बिकॉज इनके तो वो भाई थे, लेकिन यहाँ पे उसका काफ़ी सबूत था। 91 में उनको सज़ा हुई थी, वो 22 साल पाकिस्तानी कैद में रहे। उन्होंने 19 बंदे मारे थे, 3 धमाके किए थे। उन फैमिलीज़ का भी पूछें जिनको उन्होंने यतीम किया। ऐसा अगर कोई ख़ानदान में पैदा हो जाता है, उसका सबूत ये है सबसे बड़ा, जब उसकी बॉडी इंडिया के हवाले की गई, उसको स्टेट फ्यूनरल दिया गया, इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने एडमिट किया कि ये हमारा स्पाई था। मैं आपको कारगिल वॉर में हमने एक फ्लाइट लेफ्टिनेंट
इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने कभी एडमिट नहीं किया। मारूफ रजा वंस अगेन अ ट्विस्टिंग ऑफ फैक्ट्स, वंस अगेन अ ट्विस्टिंग ऑफ फैक्ट्स बाय
आपके प्रिंट मीडिया में कहा गया कि ये हमारा आदमी था, ये हमारा मिशन पे गया था। हमने आपके
it's the same old story. Maruf Raza, Abid Rao, Air Marshal Abid Rao calls it
honorable citizen.
India acknowledging that he was a spy.
में कहीं माफी नहीं है।
Once again, the lies are all there.
Air Marshal sir. Air Marshal sir.
जी बोलिए।
You also know very well that in the Kargil conflict, sir, you know very well that apart from the fact that you made prophetic statements at the start of the conflict that we will either have all be court-martialed or we'll have martial law at the end of it, when you were receiving the orders for the Kargil conflict, but that's on the lighter note. The Air Force officer, Flight Lieutenant Nachiketa, who was shot down, yes, you gave him back, but in conflict, that is the norm. And you and I, both having worn the uniform, know that there are certain rights that prisoners of war enjoy. In fact, let me take it.
Absolutely.
Sir, we've honored it a lot more. If you remember in the 71 war, we had so many prisoners of war, and there was ample evidence which is still doing the rounds in Bangladesh of the genocide, etc. But we did not take the law into our hand. We did not hold any military or kangaroo courts against them. When the deal was struck, we sent them back. But let me bring you back now to the current situation, sir. The first point to understand is that if you know historically in your country, most recently between 97 and 99, your country handed the authority to the army to carry out military courts in Karachi. Only 2 people were convicted, but that they felt as a lesson that went out to the gundas of Karachi to discipline them. Subsequently, after the Peshawar attacks, you again got the military courts, which have only recently got a renewed verdict to carry on for another 2 years. Every 2 years that gets renewed. But where is the evidence against Kulbhushan Yadav? Because even in an earlier show today, Mr. Mahed Ali, who is a fairly journalist of fair experience, has gone on record to say that no evidence has been made public, and though your Minister of Defence has been saying that all the evidence has been made public, then your Defence Minister goes on record even to say कि जो हमारे दुश्मन के यहाँ से आते हैं हमारे पास. You know, we have been constantly, you are one advocate of peace ties between India and Pakistan. And if your defense minister openly proclaims that we are the enemy country, then how do you expect us to perceive you? And the third question I wish to ask
is that let me get
international law, Geneva Conventions of 1949, and sir, please let me complete, sir. Geneva Conventions and the protocols thereafter have said very clearly that if you wish to use military courts to punish a citizen of another country, you have to take the other country into confidence. Have you taken us? Have you given us consular access to the man? If there really was evidence, you should have named and shamed him and our country for sending in spies into your country of people of like Kulbhushan Yadav. There's clearly no evidence. All the evidence points to the fact that this is all doctored at your end. And finally, the big question is, give me one instance in history where a country can use
look
its own
at
military
Article 36(1)(c) of the Geneva Convention.
I don't see. There is no precedence.
The Vienna Convention, Article 36(1)(c), Maruf Raza, is very clear. It says that consular access is the bare minimum that you can provide, and that is something that wasn't done despite 13 requests from the Indian government. 13 requests, and Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed, 13 requests, no consular access. Look at what India did. India gave 7 dossiers on the Mumbai attacks with Ajmal Kasab's entire role in that. What did you give on Kulbhushan Yadav?
Can I answer,
no mention,
Maruf?
no mention to your...
I would
First,
tell you that Kulbhushan Singh Yadav and Kulbhushan Singh Yadav and Ajmal Kasab case are two absolutely divergent and different cases. And Kulbhushan Singh Yadav was an enemy, and the agency which sent it to Pakistan was not to come here and plant floral plantation. He was sent here to foment.
Neither was Kasab sent here to plant flowers.
Sir, where?
Neither was Ajmal Kasab sent to plant flowers.
Where in history?
He came here with weapons in his hand. He came here with weapons in his hand.
Where in history? Where do you have an example? Where do you have an example, sir? Sir, आप जो बोल रहे हैं कि he was sent by the state. If he was sent by the state, sir, if he was sent by the state, why did we own up to him? Spies are never owned up by the state. Give me one instance where a spy is owned up by the state. The Indian government from day one says he was an Indian citizen.
You don't know Geneva yourself.
And spies don't come with passport. They are not owned up by the state. They are not given. The state doesn't see consular access to spies.
It was a monkey trial. It was a sham trial. And you refer
to don't digress. Afzal Guru का केस जो है अलग था. Now Afzal Guru was an Indian citizen who planted an attack on the Indian Parliament. I am asking you.
No, he did not.
I am asking you, sir. Where in history you have a case?
You don't worry about our Indian citizens. You tell us about Pakistani Ajmal Kasab.
You killed your own citizens.
Don't digress.
You tell us about Pakistani Ajmal Kasab.
In this case, the government of India has owned up these Indian citizens.
Look at this sham press release by the ISPR. Look at this sham press release by the ISPR. Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed. Look at Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed. Please allow me to make this point. Look at this sham press release.
1
minute, Shafqat Saeed साहब, Shafqat Saeed साहब, ये प्रेस रिलीज है ISPR का. This is the press release of the ISPR where it doesn't even get the name of Kulbhushan Jadhav correct. On 2 occasions it calls him Kulbhushan Sudhir Jadhav. On 1 occasion they call him Kulbhushan Sudhir Yadav. यादव कहते हैं. तो आपको तो ये भी पता नहीं है कि आपने किसको पकड़ा है. अगर शफकत सईद साहब
जब वो काम कर रहा था,
शफकत सईद साहब, आपके पास क्या प्रूफ है? अगर आपके पास प्रूफ था, तो आप सिविलियन कोर्ट में ट्राई करते.
इंडिया बाहर है.
सुन तो लीजिए, सवाल तो सुन लीजिए हुजूर. अगर आपके पास इतना प्रूफ था तो आप वर्ल्ड स्टेज को बताते कि ऐसा एक इंडियन मिला है जिसने टेरर फैलाया. आपने तो किसी को बताया, आपने तो डॉसियर नहीं भेजा, आपने यूएन में नहीं भेजा, आपने यूएस को नहीं भेजा जहां आप रोज रोते हुए चले जाते हैं यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स के पास. आपने किसी को कुछ इतला नहीं दी. आपने इंडियन हाई कमिश्नर इन पाकिस्तान
impose sanctions on Pakistan.
आपने किसी को बताया क्यों नहीं? अगर आपके पास इतना एविडेंस था, लेट मी गेट इन जनरल जीडी बख्शी. जनरल जीडी बख्शी, सिंपल लॉजिक. जनरल जीडी बख्शी, सिंपल लॉजिक. जनरल जीडी बख्शी, दिस इज अ सिंपल लॉजिक. If the Pakistanis had so much proof against Kulbhushan Jadhav, then why didn't they demonstrate it to the world? Why didn't they show it to the United States? Why didn't they say this to the United Nations? Why didn't they inform the Indian High Commission? Why didn't they publicize it in their media? Why suddenly they come up with a death sentence, and that too not in a civilian court, in a Pakistan army court?
In Pakistan, the espionage cases are dealt with by Field General Court Martial.
Navika is,
and it is since 1947.
Colonel Sahab, एक minute. Let me just put across our viewpoint that we would like to listen to you. My point is, Navika, this man was abducted from Chabahar. He was taken across to Baluchistan and shown as having been captured there. This man, please let me finish. I'll listen to you. Please let me finish. He was tortured abominably. This country behaves in an atrocious manner with prisoners who have the misfortune to fall into their hands. We all know what they did to Saurabh Kalia. And I'm afraid this is a repetition. He was tortured into making admissions. Then he was put before a military court in camera. The Hafiz Saeed, Zakiur Rahman Lakhvi have been loafing free in Pakistan for the last 8 years. Please tell me, why have they not been brought before a military court for speedy dispensation of justice? The whole world is aware of what they have done in Mumbai. Why these double standards? And then you have your own foreign affairs advisor, Sartaj Aziz, stating clearly, we all heard him on Pakistani television, that you don't have any evidence against this boy Kulbhushan Yadav, except for his own confessional statement which was extracted under torture. And let me tell you, Colonel, it is horrible. I mean, I feel ashamed that you and I are both soldiers, and I have to call you a soldier too, because that man is dead. You have tortured him to death. And to cover yourself up,
we don't do that.
Cover yourself up,
it is not
you are enacting this charade, this drama of a military court. You have done that. You have done that, dash it all.
We have not.
You have done that.
You have done
it. Return our 55 prisoners?
Jan Achakzai.
One war.
Jan Achakzai.
We gave back your 93,000 prisoners.
Jan Achakzai,
the
reason you are now talking about the Pakistan Army Act and Section 59 of the Pakistan Army Act is because under the Official Secrets Act, Section 3, it's very clear that you have no provision for any death penalty. It's only going to be a handing out of a 14 years imprisonment. That's the maximum punishment that you can give under the Official Secrets Act, which claims that the offence committed is intended or calculated to be directly or indirectly in the interest of the benefit of a foreign power. What is the benefit that any foreign power has drawn? And number one, and number two, the reason the Official Secrets Act was not found sufficient by you is because there is only a 14 years imprisonment, which is why you have gone and put Section 59 of the Pakistan Army Act and talked about that there has been a charge under civil offence. What is the civil offence that has been committed by Kulbhushan Yadav? You have not given any evidence to your own media. You have not given any evidence to the Indians. You have not given any evidence to anybody in the World Forum. What evidence are you talking about, Mr. Jan Achakzai?
Sir, let me tell you this, today it was more than a punishment, it was a policy decision, it was a message to a country that has been sponsoring terrorism in Balochistan, that has
so you will send, on the lives of civilians, you will have policy decisions, on the lives of civilians, you will have policy decisions, under policy decisions, you will hang people, you will not give them a trial, you will not give them a trial? Will you not give them a trial?
And
is that the Vienna Convention?
That your country was running.
Is that a Vienna Convention?
Agents have been
not to give a trial to somebody who has been captured, who you claim is a spy?
Have been taken care of. And I also can assure you that the CPAC project that you have been opposing to nail, that your government, that under Ajit Doval's doctrine has been.
So this is a punishment for the CPAC?
So this is a punishment.
This is the punishment being given out to one civilian for the CPAC. What are you saying, Jan Achakzai?
It is a message to a rogue state,
RSN Singh, isn't this the most preposterous statement that we've heard?
That is what we have done.
That this is a policy decision. Are hangings in Pakistan carried out under policy decisions? Doesn't there be a requirement under the Vienna Convention for a proper trial? Without a proper trial,
I would like to ask this Pakistani guest.
Terrorism in Balochistan.
Is Kulbhushan
running this network?
Kulbhushan Yadav tried for espionage or for terrorism?
Remember Ajit Doval doctrine.
Can I be allowed to speak?
Been doing it. And I can also
can I be allowed to speak?
Yadev will not be.
Go ahead.
Honored Pakistani guest.
We pardon Sarabjit Singh.
Has Kulbhushan been tried for espionage or for terrorism?
Time it's not going to happen.
But Jan Achakzai says it was done under a policy decision.
So forget about the
Jan Achakzai says it was done under a policy decision. Under policy decisions, do states hang people under policy decisions? Do states take decisions to hang people under policy decisions?
Pakistan is concerned, the military intelligence establishment of Pakistan is concerned, there is an overlap between their domestic policy of abduction and military courts.
Ask all the
now
time.
what they do internally, do you know the military intelligence establishment of Pakistan had abducted, the Prime Minister's son Yusuf Raza Gilani's son abducted, Salman Tasil, the late governor of Punjab's son had abducted, a general's son abducted, whom so they don't like, they get him abducted. And that is what they have done in the case of Kulbhushan Jadhav, who was there, he was abducted from the international waters.
Our advisor,
the other, as far as military courts are concerned, do you know that Pakistan is the only state
you can't speak over every guest. Achakzai, you made a statement. Achakzai, you cannot drown the voices of other saner comments that are coming in.
Was caught in Balochistan, admitted
who was a raw agent? He was a businessman. He was a businessman.
Prime Minister has said clearly on the port
that
he will establish Balochistan terrorism. Your government has admitted that you are sponsoring the cleavage, the fault lines in Balochistan.
Let me tell you, the world has a...
Jan Achakzai, I'll have to put down your audio. I'll have to put down your audio if you do not allow the other panelists to speak. Jan Achakzai, you can't continue to have a monologue.
Now you tell me.
Yes.
You tell me now.
If you don't give a damn, to the courtesies of a debate, then you have no business to be on the debate. Jan Achakzai, you have to show some courtesy to your fellow panelists.
The courtesy means you allow a participant. I was keeping silent. I was listening to your participants.
You made your point. You made your point. Let RSN Singh respond to you. You have made your point, Jan Achakzai. You have made your point, Jan Achakzai. Allow RSN Singh to respond to you.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, RSN Singh.
Yeah, what I was saying is that, look, there were two things to it. First, they said he's a technical officer from the Navy. We all know that technical naval officers, their horizon is just, limited to the, say, engine room or other technical aspects of Navy. Now you are accusing a man. I mean, you must be, nuts to suggest that this man was trying to foment insurgency. Then you say he's a terrorist. Do you mean to say he was a lone wolf who was carrying out suicide attacks? The third point is that did you share these details with your Indian counterparts about the allegations? And let me tell you that there was a strong Iranian factor into it. There is, of course, the factor of contestation between Gwadar and Chabahar. And that is why you brought the Iranian factor in. And when the president of Iran visited your country, one of your journalists did pose him this question, and the Iranian president gave you a shut-up call. And then you did not know where to hide.
Chabahar is in Iran. You know, it's another country. It's a sovereign country. We don't control Iran.
Factor?
How come we arrest Gulbashan in Iran?
Maruf Raza, let me get in Maruf Raza. Maruf Raza, when Jan Achakzai says that under a policy decision Kulbhushan Jadhav has been hanged, or the order for hanging Kulbhushan Jadhav has been taken under a policy decision, do you think that is enough of a statement to declare Pakistan a rogue state? In which country can you have a policy decision to hang people without a proper trial, without going through the Vienna Convention?
I'm sorry.
Navika,
Yes, you are a rogue
Rahul
state.
Bhanshan in
Maruf
our custody,
Raza.
we punished
Navika,
him today.
if the
That is good
Pakistani
enough to
guest-
qualify India as a rogue state.
Navika, if you bring down the volume of Mr. Achakzai, we can all talk. Otherwise, he's having a one-sided dialogue, so there's no point on any of us responding. Now, let me tell you 3 questions I want to ask the Pakistani guests. The first question is, it is said that Kulbhushan Yadav had a whole network of agents that he was monitoring and managing within Baluchistan and the CPEC. Now, you've had 1 year to track down those network of agents. Where are they? Have you punished them? Have you made their names public? Have you named and shamed them or sent them back to their country or whatever? You have done nothing. Where is that network of agents? The second question is, you claim to be a democracy as good as India, and you say we also have a rule of law. Apart from the fact that your civilian courts have till date not nailed one person and punished one person for an act of terror, why have your country, your government and your courts abdicated responsibility to the military to handle what is quite clearly a civilian case? Why has the military become suddenly so authoritative? Are you veering back into becoming a totalitarian state? And the third question I want to ask Pakistanis is that if Kulbhushan Yadav was meant to be James Bond into 10, single-handedly disrupting from Kashgar to Karachi and the Gwadar port and destroying everything, does that rule out Pakistan's own hand, which is documented by Pakistanis, most importantly scholars like Akbar Ahmed, Murtaza Razvi, and various others who have talked about Pakistani high-handedness in Baluchistan, which he's claimed to be single-handedly fomenting a revolution out there? I have yet to find a naval officer who can handle a ground insurgency, which is the job of infantry officers from the army to do.
That's
as a naval
right.
officer, as
Air Marshal Abid Rao, respond to the question. Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence? If he was running a network, where is the evidence of that network?
Give me 1 minute. Just give me
Where is
1
the
minute.
evidence of
Don't interrupt me.
Kulbhushan
Just give me 1
involvement?
minute. 1 minute.
About your Baluchistan.
Just give me 1
my
minute.
question to you is simply, on what grounds have you declared Kulbhushan Yadav a terrorist? Because no one except a terrorist can be tried in a Pakistan army court. How, on what grounds,
Okay, now
on
listen
what
to me.
basis have you
I
declared
will answer all
that
questions
Kulbhushan
raised by
Yadav is a terrorist?
Maruf. Okay, first of all, he was traveling with fake identity. Somebody said that how can he travel with an Indian passport to there? Second, then you prove that he was picked up from Chabahar. Third, in recent past, America tried all these people, Guantanamo Bay. Which country was given access to the terrorists declared by America? Third, the other question is, his network has been busted and a lot of other people have also been arrested. Fourth, he said, we declare him as enemy state India. I say your Prime Minister, your BJP leaders all call Pakistan an enemy state. I will give the credit to Congress people who don't declare Pakistan as an enemy state. You have tried your best to declare Pakistan
I'm sorry,
a
it
rogue
was
state
our
since
Prime
99.
Minister, it was our Prime Minister Narendra Modi who on his swearing-in ceremony extended the hand of friendship to Pakistan. The first day, on the day he assumed office, he actually extended a hand in friendship.
I don't buy Indian opinion at all.
Abid Rao, you've got your facts all wrong. It was on the first day that Prime Minister Narendra Modi assumed office, he extended a hand of friendship to Pakistan. He invited Nawaz
All
Sharif
your
to
BJP
India
people
for the
are saying
swearing-in
Pakistan an
ceremony.
enemy state.
Where is the enemy state? Where is the enemy state question? Are you listening to the Prime Minister or are you listening to other BJP leaders? Are you listening to the Prime Minister or other? Yes, Maruf Raza wants to come to you. Yes, Maruf.
Prime Minister has said that even in Bangladesh about Pakistan.
Marshal Saab,
he has used some very derogatory words.
Marshal Saab, I've heard you. We've heard you, sir. Just 3 quick points. Point 1, I cannot recall Prime Minister Narendra Modi till date as Prime Minister going on record to call Pakistan a sponsor of terror by name. Even his recent statements, including the Heart of Asia conference in Amritsar and the Hanoi meet and various other forums, he says terrorism comes from our neighborhood. He has not given the name of Pakistan. Secondly, this BJP government, and I must say that in response to your question, whether I support that view, I don't support that view, but this BJP government has set aside a motion by an independent MP to declare Pakistan a terror state because they say under international norms, we have to maintain relationships with our neighbors and we cannot call them a terror state, though one of your patrons, the United States, and Ted Poe, Senator Ted Poe, has gone on record to move a resolution to declare you a terror state, though so far away, and they have hardly been hurt as much as we have by cross-border terror. And let me tell you the third point. You say that network has been busted. Your own journalist is on record on this channel 1 hour ago to say, iske khilaf to koi evidence diya nahi. If you have busted the network, please let us know the names. And let us go public with it. Give us some evidence, sir. You have not given us any evidence.
And let me get in Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed. Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed, let me point out to you. Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed, please. Let me point out to you the fact that if you declare Kulbhushan Yadav a terrorist, and which is why you've taken a decision to actually hang him, to actually, give out the death penalty to him. My question to you simply is, your own people, Ajmal Kasab has said in his confession, and he has said both Zakir-ur-Rahman Lakhvi and Hafiz Zaid are terrorists. What did he say? Kasab has given evidence that he met Saeed at Muridke during a course of a Dore Sufa, and he said in 2007 and January 2008, where a batch of 30 recruits was explained the meaning of jihad. The batch was introduced to Hafiz Saeed and the operation commander Zakir-ur-Rahman Lakhvi, and Saeed addressed the batch saying, you Mujahideen have to fight to liberate Kashmir. So this has been given by none other than Ajmal Kasab, who was a citizen of Pakistan. Have you taken any action against the terrorists that have been held up in your own land, on your own soil? If you are so worried about terrorists like Kulbhushan Yadav, what about Hafiz Saeed and Zakir-ur-Rahman Lakhvi?
Okay, Hafiz Saeed and Zakir-ur-Rahman Lakhvi are terrorists because you say that Ajmal Kasab gave a statement against them, but your own court, an affidavit was submitted in which it was clearly mentioned that who is behind all the mayhem that was carried out at Parliament attack, at Mumbai, at different places, at Gujarat and everywhere. And what were the motives? That was submitted by CBI officers in your court, which absolved the names Hafiz Saeed and Lakhvi from everything that you were mentioning against
when has Hafiz Saeed's name been absolved anyway? What about David Headley's confession? David Headley says the following LET men were involved in the planning of 26/11.
to come against it.
Maruf Raza, any doubt in what General Pervez Musharraf had to say about Lashkar-e-Toiba being created in Pakistan?
He kept using what
Navika, let me remind Pakistanis two things. Abhi Colonel Saeed has just brought up. नहीं sir, Colonel साहब, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. I have met General Musharraf twice and interviewed him. Let me tell you,
बात करते थे, हमें जॉब देने का मौका नहीं मिलता. आप पिंगे मार लेते हैं और हमें बात करने का मौका नहीं दिया जाता.
सर, आप बोले जा रहे हैं. अभी मेरे
बिंगे नहीं है, सच्चाई है ये.
ऐसा जवाब दे रहा हूं सर, मैं तो आपको
लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल शफकत सईद, ये बिंगे नहीं है, ये सच्चाई है. ये सच्चाई परवेज मुशर्रफ ने आपको सुनाई है. आप जैसे लोग जो डिनायल में रहते हैं, उनके लिए सच्चाई है. उनके लिए सच्चाई है साहब. ये आपके लिए सच्चाई है जो जनरल परवेज मुशर्रफ आपको सुना रहे हैं. हमें नहीं, आपको सुना रहे हैं. मारूफ रजा, गो ऑन.
Navika, let me remind the Colonel that he says that our courts or our CBI and everybody had absolved Hafiz Saeed, which I don't think it's true. But anyway, even if I maintain that line, on what basis of evidence did America go and put a bounty of $10 million on his head? They must have had some evidence. Usne America ka kya bigada hai? Sir, meri baat
very big market.
What has he done to the Americans? Hafiz Saeed was attacking Indians. Hafiz Saeed is not part of the Haqqani network. He is not operating in Afghanistan as extensively as some of the Taliban is. He has a small network in Afghanistan. Once or twice they get operational. Why has the Americans declared him as a terrorist? If we are talking through our hat, how the Americans got it wrong? Second point, when you say that Musharraf is being quoted out of context, now then let me quote you 2-3 quotations. 10th of October 2007, Musharraf went on record to say, we can turn the tap on of terrorists and we can turn it off at will. This is recorded.
Yes.
And this has been quoted by an eminent journalist.
We can do that.
The second thing is Musharraf himself has said, and he has said, ये हमारे लिए लड़ रहे हैं. Now the point
so which means
आपका ख्याल है हमारे हाथ नहीं है या हमारे हाथों पे मेहंदी लगी हुई है?
Lieutenant Colonel
नहीं, आपका क्या ख्याल है? इसके लिए किसी को स्पेशलिस्ट होना पड़ता है करने के लिए?
Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed agrees with you.
And you will not be able to stand it. Let me tell you, we are not doing it. We are more human.
Are you threatening us with terror
in the school.
on national television? Are you threatening us that you can put on the tap of terror?
We are more human than you.
Whenever you feel like...
Maroof Saab, we can do that.
Then
and
why,
I tell you, you will not be able to bear it. But we don't want to do it because we are more human.
This is an open threat coming out from Pakistan, from Colonel Shafqat Saeed, who says that yes, they can start...
I am not an office holder. Don't take it as a threat. But I am opening your eyes. Please open your eyes. Please open your eyes, please understand.
Of course,
you have gone blind and you have gone brainless in your
They have an
fascist
inflated
march.
Colonel Saeed, listen to me, damn it. You have an inflated sense of your worth.
You damn it.
Every time you've tried to take us on, you've got a bloody nose. Should I remind you? 60, 47, 65, 71, Kargil. आपने बड़ी
look forward.
Please look forward.
Please take care of Nagaland.
Do you want to try
take care of Chhattisgarh?
Don't threaten.
Please take care of your home.
Don't threaten us, sir.
Please take care of your home. Even in Calcutta, people
Don't
shout,
threaten us, Lieutenant Colonel Shafqat Saeed.
Please take care of your country.
Even our
Please take
country
care of
is
the people who are
capable
being
of giving you the answers. The latest answer was given to you in the Kargil war. You got it. Don't issue these threats. Don't
remind me.
Let me get
Pakistan army
and a nation of India. Till the time India wants to
multiple editions of its green
can I kindly have a word?
Go to hell.
General G.D. Bakshi, our army man will respond to you. General G.D. Bakshi, do you think these kind of threats will work with India? General G.D. Bakshi, open threats that the tap of terror can be opened from Pakistan. It's an admission here on national television that they do control terrorists and they are threatening India.
We are more human.
General G.D. Bakshi?
We are more human, no threats. I tell you, we don't believe in threats.
Okay. Maroof, can I please?
Can I just tell you about the threats? Look.
Maroof, can I please?
Can I just tell you this?
Okay.
Can I
now, may I, Colonel Shafqat Saeed,
can I just
please listen to me. Please listen to me. I would advise you not to tempt fate. I think because of all these killings and murders of innocents will come back to haunt you. We will not take it lying down. And if you think that you can just repeat another Sarabjit with Kulbhushan, there will be repercussions. There will be repercussions on Indo-Pakistan relations. We also have your prisoners. And let me tell you, the surgical strike and the fire assaults were just a shot across the bow. Don't
we
go
kept
up
searching it, we couldn't find it. Neither you could mention the GPS coordinate. You had a very big conference and you just blew air, that's all. You could not mention the GPS coordinate journal.
Colonel Shafqat Saeed, we will give you adequate opportunity. Are Saab, we will give you adequate opportunity to locate many more aftermaths of surgical strike. We will.
Please do one surgical strike. You probably don't understand what is surgical strike.
It is my
because
advice.
What you did was not at all a surgical strike.
We understand very well. We don't need you to be patronizing to us, Colonel Shafqat Saeed. We don't need you to be patronizing to us. My last...
If you harm this man...
1 minute. Jan Achak Zai.
Go ahead and execute this man. There will be price to pay.
Sartaj Aziz on December 7th. Jan Achak Zai, Sartaj Aziz on December 7th said, and he was addressing the Senate chambers.
political and strategic threshold. That is the cost you will pay if the day you cross Pakistan's economic, social and strategic threshold.
Oh, don't give us any threats. We don't take threats from Pakistanis.
No, I'm just telling you
Jana Chakzai, we don't take threats from Pakistani. Let me tell you what Sartaj Aziz said. Sartaj Aziz on December 7th said that there was insufficient evidence on Kulbhushan Jadhav by our own agency. In 3 months, you've done a trial. In 3 months, you've done a trial and you've decided to hand out the death penalty to Kulbhushan Jadhav. You are a kangaroo court country.
That is the fate you will see. All the proxies have been taken care of. Balochistan is, you have lost.
Navika, I can tell you, after a lot of deliberation, that the entire Pakistani establishment, which comprises the military intelligence establishment as well as the jihadi establishment, are all nothing but extension and affiliates of the Al-Qaeda.
Now there is a CPAC in Balochistan.
That is why when they launched their national action plan, they do not do anything to any of the Al-Qaeda affiliates.
Jana Chakzai or RSN Singh, you know, what do you say to a country whose own national security advisor, what do you say about a country called Pakistan whose own national security advisor Mahmood Ali Durrani said, I hate to admit that the 26/11 Mumbai attack carried out by a terror group based in Pakistan on November 26, 2008 is a classic trans-border terrorist event. This was stated by Mahmood Ali Durrani. That is the status of Pakistan, and Pakistan has maintained that terror is something. And today on the show we've seen at least 2 Pakistanis saying that they can open the tap of terrorism as and when they want to. If that is terror state Pakistan, should Pakistan not be labelled officially in India, and should not all parliamentarians come together to label Pak as a terror state? And in a country where Zakiur Rahman Lakwi and Hafiz Saeed continue to roam free when they actually talk about hanging a civilian through a Pakistan military court, giving him the death sentence, then what are you talking? Is it not a rogue state, a terror state?